Waking up at 5 a.m. won't make you successful. We have all heard the self-help gurus claiming that the secret to ultimate wealth and productivity lies purely in dragging your exhausted body out of bed before the sun rises. But this is a widespread illusion. The true magic of the early morning is not about the specific hour on your clock, nor is it about forcing yourself to work more hours. It is actually about protecting one precious, fragile cognitive resource before 8 a.m., a resource that most people unknowingly throw away the very second they open their eyes.
To understand why this happens, we must first look at a profound psychological concept known as attention residue. Coined by researcher Sophie Leroy, it explains why jumping rapidly from one task to another ruins your brain's capacity for deep focus. When you switch your attention from task A to task B, your brain does not make a clean break. A residue of your cognitive attention remains stuck on the previous task, leaving your prefrontal cortex cluttered, fragmented, and highly inefficient.
Imagine waking up and immediately grabbing your phone. In an instant, you are flooded with emails, news alerts, and social media notifications. Even if you only look at them for 30 seconds, your brain has just initiated dozens of open loops. Your attention is now fragmented, scattered across a dozen different topics before you have even gotten out of bed. This is exactly how you deplete your cognitive surplus before your day has even begun. When you sleep, your brain undergoes a deep cleaning process, clearing out metabolic waste and resetting your neural pathways. When you wake up, your prefrontal cortex, the seat of willpower, complex decision-making, and creative thinking, is in its most pristine state. It is a clean slate, fully charged and ready for high-level cognitive work. This is the only time of the day when you possess a complete mental surplus, untouched by the noise and chaos of the outside world. Every decision you make, no matter how small, drains this mental battery. Choosing what to wear, deciding what to eat, or reacting to an annoying text message all consume valuable cognitive energy. This psychological phenomenon is called decision fatigue. As the day progresses, your ability to make high-quality choices and maintain self-control rapidly deteriorates. By afternoon, your prefrontal cortex is exhausted, leaving you highly vulnerable to distractions and poor strategic choices. This is why truly successful people protect the early morning hours. It is not about suffering or proving how disciplined they are by waking up when it is pitch black outside. It is about utilizing the sacred, uninterrupted window of time where the rest of the world is still asleep. During these golden hours, there are no urgent emails coming in, no instant messages pinging, and no expectations from society. It is a period of absolute cognitive sovereignty.
The primary goal of waking up early is not to increase your working hours from 8 to 12. Working longer hours often leads to diminishing returns and severe burnout. Instead, the goal is to shift your most important, high-leverage work to the hours when your cognitive capacity is at its absolute peak. 1 hour of deep, uninterrupted focus at 6 a.m. is worth 4 hours of distracted, fatigued effort at 4 p.m. when your brain is already fried.
When you check your phone first thing in the morning, you trigger a massive dopamine response that conditions your brain to seek constant novelty and distraction throughout the rest of the day. You are essentially training your mind to have a short attention span. Once this neural circuit is activated, sitting down to do deep, meaningful work becomes incredibly difficult. Your brain will constantly crave the next quick hit of digital stimulation. To harness this cognitive surplus, you must build a bulletproof morning routine that starts with a digital detox. Keep your phone in another room or inside a drawer when you sleep. Do not touch it for the first 60 to 90 minutes after waking up. Protect your mind from the external noise.
This simple boundary ensures that your prefrontal cortex remains clear of attention residue, allowing you to direct your full mental power toward your primary goals.
With a clean, unburdened mind, you can effortlessly enter a state of deep work, the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. This is where real, tangible progress is made. Whether you are writing a book, coding complex software, designing a business strategy, or learning a difficult skill, your brain is operating at maximum efficiency. You can solve complex problems in a fraction of the time because there is no mental friction holding you back.
Compare this to the average person who wakes up, immediately scrolls through social media, answers 3 urgent emails, and then tries to start their deep work. They are dragging a massive anchor of attention residue behind them. They feel busy, but they are producing very little of actual value. They spend their valuable energy fighting off distractions rather than creating. They are exhausted before their real work even begins. True creativity requires cognitive empty space. When your prefrontal cortex is not constantly bombarded with external inputs, it has the freedom to make unique connections between completely unrelated ideas. This is why your best breakthroughs often happen in the shower or during a quiet morning walk. By intentionally keeping your morning empty of digital clutter, you create the fertile ground necessary for true creative genius to emerge. To put this into practice, implement the 90-minute protocol. Dedicate the first 90 minutes of your workday to your single most important project, the one task that will move the needle the most in your life or career. Do not check emails, do not look at statistics, and do not attend meetings during this time. Treat this window as sacred. If you can protect this time, you will achieve more in a few weeks than others do in months. Many people fail to do this because of FOMO, the fear of missing out. They worry that if they do not respond to messages immediately, something terrible will happen. But the truth is, almost nothing is so urgent that it cannot wait 90 minutes. When you overcome this anxiety, you transition from being a reactive participant in other people's agendas to being the active designer of your own destiny.
So stop focusing on waking up at 5 a.m. just to join a club or feel productive. Focus instead on reclaiming your cognitive surplus. Protect your prefrontal cortex from the chaotic pull of daily notifications. Create a sanctuary of silence and deep focus in the early hours of your day. By doing so, you are not just waking up before the world, you are mastering your mind and ultimately mastering your life.